Welcome to what has apparently become YouTube's #1 resource for all things dishwasher related. As such, I am now rebranding the channel to Dishwashing. And to tell you the truth, I've been losing sleep at night lately because I've been thinking, what if the Gunga could actually return? I mean, we vanquished it last time, but what if, unbeknownst to us, it is busy gathering its strength? And what can we do about it? Perhaps a salt circle around the dishwasher could keep it out? Maybe. Anything for me. And what would the evidence even look like that something is currently building up in the dishwasher as we speak? One piece of evidence might be these spoons, because if you look closely, there are all kinds of spots on these spoons, and to me they look an awful lot like oils or grease spots. And now, while I may not be a billion-dollar think tank sinking $1 gazillion into dishwasher research, I suspect that this is because while the dishwasher is going, everything's hot, it's steaming everything up, and the grease and oils come off of your dishes. But once the dishwasher ultimately cools, because of how tacky and sticky grease tends to be, it'll begin to accumulate in all kinds of crevices, and particularly the filter. So inevitably, the Gunga will return. Furthermore, we can see evidence all around us that spooky creatures are suddenly beginning to assemble around the dishwasher. But especially if we look closely here, we can see that grease is in fact beginning to accumulate in all kinds of places. And just to really illustrate the point further, if we disassemble the dishwasher, which is something you won't have to do, and we look at my filter, we can see it is indeed covered in grease, with what looks an awful lot like the precursor to Gunga. Left unchecked, this will turn itself into its final form, the Gunga Lunga. But I do have a secret weapon that ensures that we don't actually have to ever take it this far and disassemble the dishwasher and do battle with pure evil. So look to this dishwasher in its current state. Notice all the stains, notice all the dirt, the grease, especially the underside of this plate here. That is a very clear buildup of Gunga. The answer that I wish to emphasize I am in no way sponsored to talk about is this Finish Dishwasher Deep Cleaner. Basically an industrial strength degreaser for your dishwasher. I don't know about you, but strangely to me this is one of those little known things that for some reason they don't bother advertising about. They'll talk a mean game about Febreze and a stinky house, which they may as well be advertising as the solution to the Gunga. Oh, just spray some Febreze on it. It won't smell at least, right? But this would actually solve the problem. And very little to it. We just peel this sticker off here at the top. And what this has is basically a wax seal that will melt away once your dishwasher reaches a hot enough temperature. All you do is place it upside down on your bottommost rack. Make sure that the cap isn't being hit. And run your dishwasher on the hottest available setting. I'll let that run and then we'll see how it does. Alright, dishwasher's finished. Let's see what kind of spooks that Finish bottle trapped inside of it. Yes. Alright. Bottle's empty. Well, filled with ethereal spooks, that's a good sign. See how well we did. It's certainly much better. I do still see some grease over there. Well, at least it smells nice. Alright, I got it all disassembled. So this plastic piece here for the top sprayer, no longer covered in grease, which is nice. This, although I can't get inside of this to clean it, which drives me absolutely bananas. However, the underside of it, very decent. I mean, there's a little bit of accumulation here, but not nearly as bad as it was. And what about the worst possible place? Okay, that's not grease, that's just water. It's just wet right now, but for the most part, no longer greasy. Alright, let's just be real here for a minute. Was it perfect? No. Am I still gonna have to give it a once over with paper towel? Yes, probably. However, 90% of the job, I would say, is done. Personally, my diet is very grease and oil intensive. I mean, I have to maintain all of this after all. But as far as Gunga removal is concerned, I think it actually does stay more or less true to its word. It says to run it once a month. This is probably 4 months of Gunga for me from the last time I ran it. One more thing. Why don't we run some dishes through it and see if there's any difference on the spoons? Hooray, let's have a look. Particularly at the spoons. Sure looking Gunga free to me. So to conclude, does the Finish Dishwasher Cleaner work? Yes, but with a couple of caveats. The first being that if you let the dishwasher build up that gelatinous blob that I battled in one of my other videos, then I don't think this can help you. And you will have to go through the process and become initiated into the Great Hall of Great Gunga Warriors. And the second caveat is, it is not perfect. But I think that's only especially true if you don't run it as often as they ask. Now, obviously it's going to be a balance. They want you to run it as often as possible so you buy more of their product. Now, I probably run it once every 4 months, and that's good enough to keep Gunga off my back. The thing is, my diet is particularly fat and grease-based, and that just happens to be a great test bed for a dishwasher, which then happens to accumulate a lot of said oils and fats on its walls and every crevice possible. So for that reason, it's a good thing to run, and I do believe it will actually prevent you from having to disassemble the dishwasher and having to do another battle with a Gunga. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.